So I wanted to do this video and kind of explain my strategy for conditioning and training for the ride from San Francisco to Santa Monica Pier in Southern California. First, I want to say this is that I enjoy the hobby of cycling. I don't say the sport of cycling because I'm in no way a professional cyclist, nor do I join races or competitions or anything like that. But I have been cycling. Probably, I believe I started cycling 2013. So almost maybe 8 years, maybe, I don't know, 2013, 2014, 8, 9 years I have been in the hobby of cycling. And I explained that in other videos, but right now I kind of, again, I don't know everything. I'm the average guy that just loves riding on a bike. But my strategy as far as conditioning, and the reason I want to share is because the last video helped a lot of you guys, whether you're going to do that right or not, and it's giving you some ideas. So for me, number one is I gained 35 pounds through the COVID period. Not an excuse, it's just the truth. So, but even at my weight at that time, I still need to lose more, but at least that's my initial goal is to get back to my weight where I was riding along with Sharon, and that's my initial goal. But anyways, I want to use different stages, one, two, three, four, as far as explaining my strategy for conditioning and training. Now, obviously, I'm going to add in there whether it's walking, weight training, swimming, anything else I think I should do, you know. But as far as riding my bike, this is what I'm going to do. This is what I have begun to do. Is first I'm going to ride in the area where I live in Stockton. It's fairly flat, and I just want to condition myself again to do between 10 to 15 miles, you know, maybe 5 times a week. And I'm doing that now. So my main thing is getting comfortable doing that. I don't want to do it where I'm, completely exhausted. I want to do it where, yeah, I got a good workout, but I want to feel comfortable, where I'm pedaling most of the way, where I'm not taking a lot of breaks most of the way. And that's up to individual people when you feel comfortable. Because once you reach a comfort level of doing 10 miles, then for me, you can now bump it up. So once I do that comfortably, maybe another week or two, then I'm going to do a 20-mile ride, which me and my wife do in Tracy. And that is more of a country road ride. It's 20 miles. It's pretty flat still, but now we're conditioning. Now that you got past the 10, 12, 15 mile, you want to hit those 20s. And you want to hit those 20s comfortably. And we're going to stay on that for a little while. Now, don't get me wrong. I still want to enjoy this hobby. I'm not approaching this in a military way. But nevertheless, the conditioning, the training is always there in back of my mind. Of course, we'll do the trail in Manteca or the Merced Trail or the Modesto Trail, maybe some of these trails in Stockton. But initially, during most of it, I'm going to be conditioning for the ride from San Francisco to Santa Monica. So now once I get comfortable in Tracy doing the 20 miles, once I hit a comfort level of 20 miles, which is stage 2, then it's stage 3, which is Livermore. In Livermore, there are hills involved. There's a hill we call Hell Hill, and that one is, I believe, 550 feet. And then it goes even higher to 580 feet once you pass that one. And that is less than 20, but nevertheless, now you're adding hills. Adding hills is not only going uphill and really pushing, but really learning and getting used to your gears and knowing your limits and knowing how to just pedal up that hill without putting your feet down, without walking your bike. And we want to do that. So now that's stage three. In the meantime, I'm still doing stage one here in Stockton. I'm still doing stage two, the 20 mile in Tracy, but now I'm adding to that the Livermore ride with hills. Once I get past that and we're comfortable now with the three stages, then we're going to do Iron Horse Trail. Iron Horse Trail is a 50-mile ride in the Dublin area. That ride is pretty much flat. There's a little elevation, but that is 25 miles each way. And this is where we're going to condition where we can do long rides day after day. So the goal there now is to be able to do those 50 miles back to back over 3 days. Because it does no good in doing 50 miles if the next day you can't move. Because the ride from San Francisco to Santa Monica is over a 6-day period, and each one is roughly 70 to 80 miles each day. So we want to make sure that we can ride consecutively day after day. Once we hit that point, the next level is just now mixing it up with long rides, short rides, flat rides, hills, and that's going to lead up to this main 6-day ride of 454 miles, I believe, from San Francisco Cliff House down Highway 1 all the way to the Santa Monica Pier on day 6. Each day is going to involve about 7 hours of riding that if we start in the morning, we will be done early afternoon and we stop at a hotel and can rest. And that's what we're going to be doing. So this is what I believe is going to work. Obviously, I'm still going to enjoy the hobby. I'm still going to ride for fun. Still going to, do some weight training, especially leg days. There's no skipping leg days. And continuing to eat in a way that's going to be beneficial to my health and to weight loss, along with all of that. So I just wanted to share with you my strategy for doing that. Thanks.